first episode of the podcast. It's so bad it's good. We're going to go around the table and introduce ourselves. Who wants to go first? Left to right, you go. Fuck it.
Go fuck yourself!
Could not resist that, could you?
We're gonna have to film this like 14 times.
I know.
Oh, fuck's sakes.
Hello. Okay, Jaida, you go.
Yes.
I'm Tanner. I'm a bit of a loudmouth, bit of a dick. Everybody here knows this.
Yes.
I have zero filter, and I swear like a sailor high on crack.
Good.
Yes. Cool. That's my intro. Fuck it.
Okay, alright. We'll do it live. Yo, I'm Nathan. Sup? Fuck you.
Why are you being so aggressive?
I'm in a giggly mood now because
He's
of
just
all
like
this.
hard
Jesus
sexual
Christ.
energy. I'm overly aggressive.
Shh, save it for later.
Oh, hit me with a belt sander, daddy.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Hey, I'm Matt. You know, I'm usually the punching bag, and I have no idea. I have no idea why I'm here now.
Shut up, Meg.
Oh.
Who let you in the house?
Oh my god. Alright, and
Not me.
Oh my god. Jaida!
What?
We're doing it live.
Yes.
We'll write it, and Tanner will do it.
What?
Matt, are you drinking?
Yes.
Oh yeah. I like to drink.
Oh
He
shit!
I like to drink
Matt,
that
don't
way.
get drunk. Don't
Okay.
get drunk on podcast. Just settle down on the white wine spritzers, okay?
Okay,
Good
and
podcast, Matt. You're drunk.
Matt, goddammit!
Let the girl talk, damn it.
Alright, and I'm Taylor, and I'm the one that I created the YouTube, and that's about all I contribute.
Taking all the
Yeah,
credit.
Well, to be
Yeah,
fair,
wait a minute.
I didn't come up with the idea.
Hold on.
I didn't come up with the email name. I did come up with that.
Pretty humble for someone handling all the technicals and funding the whole shit show, so.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you got the ball rolling. Like,
No,
you wanted
that is true. I'm just getting on the
Yay.
case.
I was gonna question. You created the entire YouTube,
I created.
She created YouTube.
I
This
created
is all
the
her
platform.
fault.
It is me. I did it.
It's gonna be
Case
called
closed.
You Taylor.
Taylor,
but
how
it was
could you do this to us?
stupid.
I'm sorry. I was
You're
never
fucking
honest.
everybody over.
Yeah, I fucked everyone over.
Do you still own the IP because I have some complaints?
Oh, okay. Well, you can send them to my lawyer.
We have the first Karen, and I think I know what topic we should go on.
Oh,
That's
no.
Oh, really?
bitching about Karens.
Are Karen snowflakes?
No.
No?
No.
They are.
Yeah.
They act like it.
Actually, she does have a bit of a point.
They act like they're special and
Yeah.
like they're the
The
world-
entitlement.
The world revolves around everything that they do.
Yeah.
But that's not snowflakes. Snowflakes just fall to the fucking ground and think they're so damn special because not 1-2 snowflakes are ever alike.
I'm a-
Nathan,
you
that's exactly
need-
the same kind
No, but like,
concept as that.
okay, but like
They
snowflakes
think that they're
aren't loud
special
and
and
obnoxious.
they deserve everything
Oh my god,
they
are we,
want.
are we already arguing?
I
about
mean-
something?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm just
listen, listen.
they're loud, obnoxious.
The only way in which snow is obnoxious.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
You can't
He
talk
had
at the same
He
time.
had a stroke halfway through that sentence.
God,
What are you even saying?
I don't know. Karens are not snow. What did
No,
you say?
I'm saying I want to see a giant like snowflake just yelling like I'm falling down. Appreciate me.
Yeah, no, I
That just made
think,
me think of
yeah.
the one commercial about the old granny with the, what was it? The clicker? Saying, I'm falling, I can't get up.
Oh my god, yeah. That commercial.
I made that joke to a guy at work
Oh,
last
okay.
week. He's just lying.
Fantastic.
No one cares.
Oh my god.
Let the man talk.
Like
Okay,
I said,
yes.
I'm the punching bag. I'm the kick bag.
Get
Okay.
out.
I'm the pay money bag. Didn't work.
Hey, money bag. Is that a Jew?
Whoa,
Whoa.
whoa, back it up.
Oy vey, come on.
Or wait,
That's
is
more
that,
of a Tanner thing,
isn't that-
Taylor.
yeah, I was about to say, isn't that Tanner shtick?
Come on, guys. If anything, I'm the asshole. We've
You're
established-
the yeah. I'm the
Yeah,
one
that's
that's.
so then we're already demonetized.
I'm
Did we expect anything else, though?
No.
No.
Your
Sorry.
first mistake was inviting me.
Yeah.
Nathan, it's silent but deadly.
You fart?
No.
Nathan probably did.
Fuck off.
Alright.
There you go.
Thank you for that. We all greatly appreciate it.
I know you do. I'm here for noises and smells.
Fantastic.
I was thinking-
the animals of time.
I was thinking Karens are basically, you know those beauty pageants you have when you're like a toddler?
Yeah.
That
The like the cutie shit.
Yeah. Karens are just the women from those beauty
Television
pageants
stars.
that grew up in, you know, their physicality, but
Yeah.
they didn't grow up mentally. And they think the world owes them fucking
Well,
everything.
Okay,
Because the thing is that... Oh, sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say, what comes first, the Karen or the beauty pageant? Because like beauty pageants weren't always a thing, but I assume Karens have always been a thing. They just haven't been so well documented till now.
Yeah.
Karens came before beauty pageants. And the reason why is because the mums that were of, like, the mums of the kids that used to always participate in, like, beauty pageants back when they were, like, at their peak, at, like, their height, they were all fucking Karens, and no one knew because, like, they were all blondes. They all had weird ass, gross bull cuts, and they were all fat.
I was about to say that, like, pretty much the same thing there. Yeah, Karens have to come before
The beauty pageants.
the beauty pageants because otherwise, who in their right mind would put them in fucking toddlers and tiaras,
Yeah,
This
Yeah.
is true.
right?
exactly. Like, only Karens would do something so horrendous like that.
It's a chicken and egg scenario.
Well, that's exactly why I
Yeah.
phrased it like
yeah,
that.
no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
it makes sense, but at the same time,
He just has to say it straight out so that everybody can understand.
Yeah, exactly.
no, but at the same time though, you got to think like the mentality has a lot of crossover when you really think about it.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much. I just want to strangle every single one that I see.
Ooh, there's the violence.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a violence.
Calm down there, bud.
You're not God's
Oh,
gift
no.
to this world, cupcake.
Oh.
Demonetized.
Are you just gonna say demonetize every time we say something retarded?
Absolutely.
I did not.
This is
inhale.
gonna be a long night.
Yeah, this is gonna be a very long thing. We're only 8 minutes in.
Wow, it's already 8 minutes.
Yeah, but you're an 8, baby.
You only last 8 minutes.
Thank-
Shut up. I'm just kidding.
Oh my
Jokes
god.
are bad and you should feel bad. That's coming from me.
I was about to say.
At least I make jokes that everyone will get.
Whoa.
Touche.
It's like
That
really
was just
obscure
an
jokes
ooh
about
moment.
actors No one gives a shit about. You know.
That was
Hey guys, I have a Steelers pun. Fuck off.
the big oof.
Fantastic.
Wait, you should go to actors and then you went to like the Steelers?
Oh, really, man?
What's the difference?
The fuck do I know?
I don't know. I don't know sports.
Oh my Christ.
You
So
know,
back into the
parties.
topic of Karens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have any other words to say for any Karens out there that might be listening?
You're not God's gift to this world. Shut the fuck up and go the fuck home.
Do we have any stories about Karens? Like personal stories?
Oh.
I would love to hear that.
Okay, I have a story about Karen.
Oh,
Karen
fuck.
that actually recently I experienced when I was still working at the bar.
Mm.
So a very entitled Karen walked in. Very entitled, like you could smell it as soon as she walked in.
Oh, fantastic.
Because the first thing that she did, she was with her man, clearly a whipping boy, and the first
Poor
thing
guy.
that she did was she didn't sanitize her hands when at the sanitation station when you fucking walk in. And instead, she forced her little man hubby to hold her purse when she went to go take a massive shit. And then when she came out of the bathroom, I still don't believe she washed her fucking hands. Because why would she have to? She's too entitled. And she grabbed her purse from her hubby. They walked up to the bar, and then she immediately started demanding a table to be reserved. And I was like, okay, first of all, you can't reserve a table unless you have a party of more than like 10 people. And second of all, like, literally there was probably about 6 people in the entire fucking place. It just opened. I was like, the
Wow.
Okay.
Just where was she getting off?
I don't know. And
On
then
her own
and then on top of it,
I don't want to think about that.
on top on top
Not
of
like
it,
that, Nathan.
her hubby was probably not even that this is like a weight shaming thing, but her hubby was probably like literally half the weight of her. Like, I'm just like questioning how that works.
So it's a stick guy, and then you have like
stick guy, and then like
Jabba the slut.
not
Oh my god.
okay, she wasn't
Now,
quite
folks-
that. She wasn't quite that big, but
Now,
I
folks-
was wondering.
Now, folks, he did warn you.
This is the
He
fact you
has
make it a
no
lot.
filter.
Well, I have no filter. I'm just
The pop filter doesn't count.
yeah. I'm more surprising than he is.
Continue.
Anyways, so she came in and yeah, I was like not trying to be too judgmental at first, but I could very quickly tell that this bitch was gonna get on my fucking nerves. So she immediately is asking, "Oh, I want to reserve a table. Can I have this table over here for my friends when they come in?" And I was like, "Okay, well, how many people are coming in?" And she was like, "Oh, it's me and my husband here. Oh, sorry, honey, my fiance." And I was just like, "Oh my fucking Christ!"
How
And-
they're in that stage.
Yeah.
And it
Wine.
begins.
And then she was like, "Oh, and then it's gonna be my sister and my bestie." And this lady's like 45.
Wait, did she actually say?
Yeah, her bestie.
She said it like that.
She said my bestie, and she's like 45, and I was just like, okay.
That's so Valley Girl. It hurts.
Yeah.
You're in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. Where are you getting off talking like this?
Good censorship. Okay, so this lady is just like, "I want to reserve this table, blah blah blah," and there's only 4 people gonna be there. So I'm like, "Okay, ma'am, you don't need to reserve a fucking table. Like, you don't need to reserve a table. Like, if there's only gonna be 4 people, you can literally just go get it." And she's like, "Well, no, it's not for now. It's for later. We're gonna come in later." And I'm like, "Still, you can't reserve a table for later if there's only gonna be 4 people. That's dumb." And then she's like, "Oh, well, we're gonna play pool too." And it's like, it doesn't fucking matter. So then she gets all pissy with me, and she's like, literally, I can smell it, I can sense it. She's going to be like, "I want to see your manager." Like, I can sense it coming. And all the while this is happening, and all the while she's getting all pissy and like literally throwing a tantrum, like a grown woman throwing a tantrum. She's just going off, and then her fucking hubby or whatever this human is staring at his feet the entire time. Like, it's almost like he's not even allowed to look up.
His spirit has been broken.
Along with his spine whenever she's on top.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah. And so I tell her, "No, you can't." And plus, I'm the only one here because, like, literally we just opened like an hour prior. So, like, my manager wasn't even in yet. It was just me and like the cook in the back.
No, this is on a Sunday, right?
No, it was on a Thursday, or not a Thursday. It was on a Wednesday.
Okay, yeah. You probably won't be busy that busy on a Wednesday.
Yeah, but yeah. So God damn it, it was just. So I told her, "Yeah, you can't. If you want, I can take a message for you and let my manager know when he comes in, like the blah 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 blah." And then she immediately just starts going off about the establishment, being like, "This is the worst establishment I've ever been to. It hasn't ordered anything, has never been there before, never stepped into the fucking place probably." And she just starts going off, and I'm just like, God, I wish I could record you right now.
I want to spit in your food like there's no
God,
tomorrow.
I wish. And then it got
I'd
to
want
a
to spit
point.
in her face.
It got to a point where it got so bad of her bitching that
Blatant
even the
disrespect.
cook dropped everything and he stepped out of the doorway and he was just watching it happen because she was just causing such a scene. Like, the guys at the back stopped playing pool to watch. The other couple eating their
God.
fucking meal stopped to watch.
Jesus Christ.
Like,
It's like a record
becoming the
scratch scene
center
in
of
a
attention.
movie.
yeah,
You know, when
exactly.
the needle skips and it's like noise.
And then right at the tail end of her bitching, one of my coworkers came in. She came around the corner through the kitchen to go put her shit away. And at this point, she thought that she might have been the manager, even though she literally looks the same fucking age as me. So
Age is just a number.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
Are people actually starting to say that now?
yeah, people
Yes.
are saying that now.
Very
That's another
disgusting,
topic,
people.
but I don't know if we should get into that.
I think we can. I think we should.
Continue.
We're focused.
We
We're
can.
focused on the dredges of society here, but we're doing one topic at a time. So tonight's topic is Karens.
Karens are stupid. Anyways, so yeah, so as soon as she came in, And keep in mind, she's like the shy, kind of quieter type of girl. So as soon as she saw this like confrontation, this bitch like leaned over the bar and just started yelling at her, and she had no clue what was going on. So instantly she just got immediately flustered, and she was like it looked like she was about to start crying, like her eyes were getting glassy, like she had no idea what had just happened.
The server, right?
Yeah, one of the servers.
Okay.
And I was just like, lady, your fucking argument is with me. Leave her the fuck out of this. And it got to a point where I literally had to tell her, get the fuck out. Like, I will call my manager and let him know about your whole fucking problem with this place, but get the fuck out.
Hippity hoppity, get the fuck off my property.
Yeah, literally. That's what I was like. And then after that, when my manager came in, I told him what happened, and he was just like, okay, yeah, if you ever see that bitch again, just tell her to get the fuck out right away. Don't let her even come into the bar.
At least he was reasonable about that.
Yeah, at least he was reasonable about that. Everything else, he's an absolute cuck over, but whatever. we can get into that another time. But anyways, that's my story about a fucking Karen, at least recently. I've dealt with so many other Karens in the past, especially when working at Michael's. That was probably the worst, because that's where all the Karens shop. Are we going to start bitching about Americans?
It seems like it.
There's been lots of surveys done, but a lot of people that, like, especially Americans, they've been interviewed about, like, oh, can you name all the provinces in Canada? And, like, literally 75% of them can't name even half of them, and almost all of them
I thought Canada was the States.
Oh, yeah, almost all of them don't know what Manitoba and Saskatchewan are. Like, they almost always it's just a blank space. Like, no one knows what that is. Right
Saskatchewan?
there. What is that? It's a big rectangle.
It looks like when they were doing the map of Canada, they went, okay, fine, fuck it, we'll put it in, you know?
Yeah, it's just
more like everything on the border, on the inside, they could go fuck themselves.
Well, it was like, okay, here's a province, here's a province, and then it was like Manitoba's like this big square. It's like, you can't have that much, you're not allowed to. Okay, well then let's just go.
It was the easiest one to color when you were in elementary school.
It was.
With perfect
Absolutely.
90-degree angles.
Yeah, that's true.
Suck it, Sweden.
Why are you gonna bring the Swedes into this map? Come on.
No, that's what they
Felix
say
is gonna
in
be
the
so
show.
disappointed in you.
What, corner gas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, she didn't, like, go, oh my god, Matt, why?
It's confirmed Matthew hates Sweden.
I'm Sweden.
Yeah, 5 minutes later, fuck Sweden!
My ancestors are from Sweden.
I'm a Heinz 57 of Europe.
My feelings are hurt.
Matthew, how dare you?
Matt, you're gonna get me too'd for fucking with Sweden.
Just because we're Canadians. Canadians, eh?
Run.
It's like, what's a Canadian?
What's that? Is that a different species?
Well, I mean, we live longer than you guys.
Well, and according to South Park, we actually basically are another species.
Fun fact, our heads don't actually jump.
Yeah, our heads aren't flapping. I don't know what that's about.
Okay, that's debatable for some people.
Well, yeah,
Just fucking flapping mouths instead.
Diarrhea of the mouth, yeah.
Yes,
They just don't
yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all we do is talk about maple
Like one of my
syrup
freaking
and hockey.
coworkers.
Yeah, oh my god.
She drives me fucking crazy.
You call them what?
Flapping heads.
Yes.
Flapping bitches.
Flappers.
Well, better the upper set of lips flapping than the bottom.
Oh, gross!
I do not need this mental
Oh,
image.
dude,
God damn it,
they're
Nathan.
like fucking 80. Like,
Oh.
gross.
They flap when they walk.
Stop it! I'm going to strangle you. You're right beside me. I can do it.
Oh my god. That's
Don't.
fucking gross.
Ugh.
Because
That's nasty.
everyone on the internet needs this imagery in their heads of 80-year-old women.
You know there's a site for that, though.
Yeah, it's called Pornhub.
Nobody has to be
Well,
lonely
I mean,
at
let
granniesonly.com.
people look that up, and I don't need to know this.
What?
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 You said, you were like the one who's like, actually, so, have you looked at them?
No, I haven't. I just know, yes, Pornhub probably has fucking everything. And I was about to say, well, Pornhub doesn't seem to be that bad, but actually, never mind.
No, it pretty
I
much
take that
is.
back.
Granted, they don't have everything, but if you wanted everything, you would have to go to, like, the dark web or some shit.
Yeah.
By the way, Pornhub, good job helping the plant to get wood again.
In two ways.
We're looking for a sponsorship. You know,
Make the planet great again.
Yes, because we definitely need sponsorship from Pornhub on YouTube.
when you were talking about the lore of SpongeBob, weren't you obsessed with the story behind the Ow My Leg guy?
That's what the fuck did they name him? Jim? Joe?
Jim Joe.
Generic white guy name.
I think his name is Joe.
Joey Jojo Jr. Jojo Shabadoo?
What?
Hang
Do
on.
you just have a stroke?
I'm gonna look it up. Hang
Did
on.
you just pull a me?
What the fuck?
Watch The Simpsons, kids.
I will find you.
So drunk, I need to the bleachers.
Now you're making me think of that one Family Guy.
I wasn't even close. It's Fred.
Joe. Fred.
But yeah,
something.
It's nothing with a J at all.
Yeah, no. There must be somebody else.
Why are you
Oh, I was thinking of Jenkins.
Old Man
Leroy Jenkins!
No, it's Old Man Jenkins.
Yeah, Old Man Jenkins, which got switched, or I guess retconned, 3 different times on who Old Man Jenkins actually is.
Yeah, there's 3 different Old Man Jenkins.
Well, that's
Yeah.
the thing. I think 3 of them have existed. I don't think it's just them messing up the naming. I think that there have been consistently 3 Old Man Jenkins.
Well, yeah.
Maybe the brothers.
Well, they all. Then one of them must be adopted, because none of them look alike.
At least one
Wait.
of them has to be adopted, but
Wait.
none of them have any.
Is-
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
Because that logic makes complete sense.
Yeah,
Is
What
exactly.
if they were all adopted by the Jenkins family?
Matt, what are you trying to say?
You're
Such deeper
adopted.
lore.
Shut the fuck
Shut
up!
up, guy. Hey,
We're getting into
I was
such
about
deep lore.
to ask, is Old Man Jenkins the one who gets beat up in the famous meme?
What?
Wait, which?
The one that it's like, how many times we have to teach you, old man?
Oh yeah, that was one of the incarnations of Old Man
Is
Jenkins.
that the one with the glasses?
I know, it's the really wrinkled up gray fish.
I love the young people.
Yeah, it's that guy.
How many times do we have to teach you, old man?
But yeah, no, I love SpongeBob, with a burning passion. It's just I absolutely refuse to watch the new shit, and I absolutely fucking hate it.
Except for the
ever
anime.
since season, I would want to say 9 or 10. That's when I stopped watching, because it just started getting fucking weird. The reason why also that I believe genuinely that SpongeBob really went down the hill is because the creator of the show died.
Yeah. And
that was one of the saddest days of my fucking life, was when that happened. And right after it was SpongeBob went on a hiatus, and then when they came back from it, I don't know, a couple months later, yeah, it was just fucking weird. Just the direction that they went with it, I don't agree with it, and I think the show should just be canceled and just end it. Because they just keep pumping out these garbage movies on top of it that no one likes. So
But Taylor, aren't you excited for the prequel?
no,
So you're meaning that
because they're just gonna retcon everything that the first 5 seasons did.
Yeah.
they're pulling a Ruby because when Monty died, everything just kind of went down the
Yeah,
shitter.
everything just went down the
after that
shitter.
one season.
Yeah, no.
But season 1 to 3 are gold, and then 4 is filler.
Well, and even then, that's
Slow track.
that's debatable, because a lot of people say that seasons 1 and 2 are okay because everyone's still coming up. Voice acting was kind of there, and then the animation was just it's rough. But to be fair,
it's the most nostalgic to me because
Well,
that's what I.
to be absolutely fair, only
saw.
one dude was doing it.
weird thing,
So-
though, when it comes to Ruby with the animation styles, I'm one of those weird fuckers who goes, the animation quality of season 1 and 2, yeah, it's bad, but it gives it character, and therefore it makes it better than the modern incarnation.
It's super
I
fucking.
Yeah, I
agree.
know.
I
It's
agree.
like
It's janky, but it gives it character.
But the thing also that I liked about the old style that I don't think Rooster Teeth took into consideration when they updated into the new style is that you had way more freedom with the old style. That's why they were able to get away with the big battles and the explosions and all this other fucking shit and flippy in the air bullshit. They were able to get away with so much because it was so cheap. And now they've moved on to this high quality fucking new style that looks really good in a sense, on a different animation scale, but they don't have any fucking freedom with it. Because, have you seen some of the shit? It's just one character will flip in the air and like maybe do a little blast of fire or some shit, and it'll only be one character here. Cut to another scene, one character
All
here.
that money pissed away on the animations, and they shackled themselves to a budget, and the writing went down the shitter really quickly.
I think they were all like fucking stoned. Honestly, like I actually think that. I'm not even kidding. I think because the company is just in the garbage can, I think they're all depressed and they just got stoned and they started writing scripts. Like I already called it. I literally called it back in like May. I was literally saying how this is going to be the final year because they're just going to get shit canned by Warner Media. And everyone's talking about it. Like literally fucking everyone. Like Yellow Flash has talked about it. Umbrella Guys talked about it. Hero Hey has talked about it. Clownfish has talked about it. Like, all the news places that I fucking go to, because I'm a nerd and I don't like actual fucking news, they all fucking talk about it, and it's true, because they all have insights, and they're journalists, and they get all this information from insiders and anonymous people who are in on it, and they know what the fuck is up. And yeah, it doesn't look fucking too hot. The thing is that I have gone off completely about Ruby. If we were to sit here right now and you guys let me go off, we would be here for the next 2 hours because I have so much information. I did so much research back in the day about Ruby and all the crap that was going on because I genuinely used to really love every person who worked at fucking Rooster Teeth. Like, everyone. Even the people I didn't fucking know, I would purposely do research on them just to figure it out, and, like, so I had, like, an alibi for, like, liking them. I was that desperate.
Well, I think one of the reasons why you can go off so well on that with such length and how in-depth you can go is because, again, that's your bread and butter. I can't do that. That's, for Star Wars. Star Wars is something that myself and Nathan can talk about at length and just go on one of those tangents, but it's good to see somebody that can actually complain about Rooster Teeth and just, pardon my French, I'm saying this way too fucking late,
yeah.
But just rip them fucking limb from limb because of all the bullshit they did, especially with Vic.
Oh, don't even.
Fuck. That is a new.
If you're gonna get me started on Vic, we'll be here for 6 hours. I had nights where I stayed up the entire night just doing research on that shit. It's a nightmare, and I don't want to get into it. I'll have to go get my
can that you don't want to open right now.
I'll have to go get my Vic support hoodie.
That's your sub episode right there.
Yeah, that.
I can't remember the guy's name, but who was the guy that wrote the books Plagueis, Tenebris, and the novelization for episode 3? Who's the author behind that again?
Oh, so that's why your nickname is Tenebris in the chats.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, I believe it was James Luceno who wrote Plagueis, but Matthew Stover wrote Revenge of the Sith.
Like you were saying, why don't they hand off creative control of the Star Wars franchise, movies, comics, and all, to people that worked on the expanded universe prior to the Disney buyout? Guys like Luceno, guys like Stover, people that worked even on the Dark Empire series, or the Old Republic comic sections, Legacy of the Dark Side. The list goes on and on and on for those comics that you had grown up with when you were young, stuff that was released. Doesn't matter if it's the 90s, the early 2000s, timing is irrelevant. If they worked on a series, they worked on a specific book, if they worked on really anything, before the Disney buyout and they were prominent within the community, let them have their own creative control.
Plan B. Just so that all those little people who love their sequel trilogy for whatever reason, I'm not really hating on you, it's just I have a hard time comprehending what your mental processes are to think that all of that is good.
Nathan, is this gonna be a rant that you want to do on like your own time?
Yeah, no, that's a rant that I will continue on my own time.
This is a sneak peek to the rant, then.
Jesus Christ.
Something to look forward to for those specific fans.
Yeah.
You could say that, in a weird way, opinions are like assholes.
Ha 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 ha.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Do you guys want me to say my particular favorite fandom right now? Because, like, Star Wars kind of lost the spot just due to Disney's BS.
I just assumed it was like Marvel or like Pirates.
No.
Isn't it Dragon Ball?
No.
Warhammer?
No. No, it's Lord of the Rings because it has the greatest inconsistency of its reality. Tolkien has very little, if none, in the way of plot holes and just inconsistency of logic of the magic system, and it was all done by one man. This is the testament of a man's lifetime of work, and it shows beautifully. And all of the books that were compiled subsequently by his son Christopher and the Tolkien estate, they are some of the best written things that I've ever read. And right now, Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, The Silmarillion, all that stuff is my number one spot in terms of fandom. So once again, Amazon, I'm watching you. Don't Game of Thrones this stuff up. It was never meant to be like that. It has a little bit more dignity than that.
We're just getting so serious now.
Yeah, I feel like this is just gonna turn into like a bunch of fucking rants. So anyways.
Yeah, no, I'm done now. I'm done now.
Okay.
Can you save it for like your own
Oh
section?
yeah, no. I will
you'll
talk.
definitely be
I'll
able
talk
to.
at length on my own videos. That was more or less just
Preamble for what's to come.
well, think of it like the introductory paragraph of an essay.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I didn't cite any supporting evidence to this, so that's the essay part. So yeah, check out my videos on topics like this whenever I feel like making them.
Yeah. Honestly, it'll probably just turn into like whenever we feel like making these eventually, because I feel like going every single week will probably start to become a bit of a hassle, especially with people's work schedules and stuff. But if somebody wants to record or try to make the effort like every week to do it, then yeah.
I think we can probably call it a night with that then.
Yeah, do we want to call it a night, or do we want to talk just a little bit in length about anything spooky, since this is going to go up on Halloween?
Yeah, I did want to mention something for Halloween because, well, it's my personal favorite holiday.
Oh,
and
wow.
Yeah, spook.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Well,
Who would have thought?
if you guys,
although they can't see me, so
if you
they
guys
can't
want
tell.
something spooky, well,
Don't look at me.
I will say something about Tolkien real quick. Probably the spookiest thing he ever wrote was Ungoliant, the Queen of All Spiders. Read into that; it's terrifying. But also, to speak of monsters and eldritch horrors, H.P. Lovecraft.
Oh, jeez, you're
We're
gonna
ta-
mention that
We're talking
one from
about that
last
movie.
night, aren't you?
We watched the movie last night.
Yes, no, seriously, in all sense, the movie that is currently on Netflix, at least in Canada, is called Color Out of Space. It's based on an H.P. Lovecraft short story. It has been modernized. It's not in the conventional time in which the story was written, so a little bit of different stuff to deal with there, but is it's one of the best movies that I have seen, and probably the best that represents the work of H.P. Lovecraft. And for just, if you want some really crazy, hilarious stuff, like there is terrifying stuff, but here's the most terrifying part. Nicolas Cage stars in it, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god.
Honestly, his acting in it was amazing, in my opinion. Like, just for...
Academy
It
Award winner.
It normally
Nicolas
is,
Cage.
with his acting skills and his crazy persona, but
Yeah.
it really shows when his character, and it just makes it so much better. Even though I haven't read the story, it gives me a good idea of what I would be looking forward to in regards to the short story.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, Nicolas Cage and H.P. Lovecraft, it's like a match made in, I don't know, Relay?
Match made in hell.
But it also has Tommy Chong. And, you know, when you get Tommy Chong and Nick Cage
Yeah, that's true.
in a movie,
That-
well, folks,
that's
you don't know what to expect.
Shit gets off the rails worse than we do.
Mostly
no
because of
kidding.
Nick Cage.
Just seeing Tommy Chong automatically made me think of the 70s show.
Yeah. That 70 show.
Is it bad that I pictured the guy from The Room? I didn't picture Chong. I pictured the dude from The Room.
If you want the Cliff Notes version of it, check out the Critical Drinkers channel. It's hilarious.
Oh, and Marlon
Sorry,
Brando wears
folks.
nights. If you want a bit of, like, foreshadowing, shadowing, Marlon Brando wears a ice bucket over his head. Why?
God knows.
Because he's Marlon Brando.
Are we still talking about scary movies? I'm so fucking confused.
I am lost.
Well,
here.
we're talking about scary productions of movies.
The Amityville
Right.
Horror was a. I was gonna say the
Right.
production for the Amityville Horror was a 9 to 5 shit show. If you guys know the story about the Amityville
Yeah,
Horror,
Same with
I've heard it.
Poltergeist.
I've heard it.
Poltergeist.
I love the tidbits about Poltergeist and the cast of what happened afterwards and during the filming. Oh, the fact that they had actual dead bodies in it is amazing too.
And that's
What's
technically
what's the movie you?
that's technically a Steven Spielberg movie because from the sounds of it, he directed most of it. But when Toby Hooper said, "Hey, I didn't direct this movie, he did," they're like, "Well, we can't really prove that, so we're gonna put your name on it."
I was thinking of The Exorcist. That was another one where the production again was just 9 to 5 shit show.
Yeah, there's quite a few horror movies that have big stories behind the actual productions of it, and it's really fascinating. Maybe that's a topic we can get into for the next podcast.
Yeah.
maybe.
We
Cursed
just do some
production.
research.
But
Yeah.
if you
I have
have
an idea for one. Conspiracy theories, just the idea of trying to come up with the world's stupidest conspiracy theories, like deliberately make them from the ground up to make no sense, and the hilarity ensues because of how idiotic they are.
Oh, that's called 4chan.
yeah, like
Seriously, they make up shit and then the world
I know.
freaks out because they think it's real.
it's like
It's ridiculous.
it's like trying to say,
So
oh, by the
dumb.
way, VeggieTales is a conspiracy theory to justify the Korean War.
I can see that. I can actually see that being a real fucking conspiracy. I just watched an entire fucking basically documentary that okay,
About
another
VeggieTales?
about VeggieTales, another YouTuber shout out Saberspark. I fucking love him. And he did an hour-long video about the production, the rise, and the fall of VeggieTales and what actually fucking happened. And it's insane. I highly recommend everyone watch it because it's an insane story.
I feel like I will because I grew up watching VeggieTales.
I grew up
because
watching
of
VeggieTales,
elementary
too.
school. It was just like the highlight, or one of the highlights of certain classes because
Well,
we could actually watch something.
It's also one of those things too where you don't really realize it until you're an adult, if you ever did eventually think about it. You grew up watching VeggieTales and you watched it and then you moved on with your life, and then years and years and years later as an adult you're just like, what the fuck ever happened to VeggieTales?
It just came
Like you
and
don't
went.
you don't know. It was a major part of your childhood, and then suddenly it's just up and vanished.
The only way personally I watched it was through school. There was nothing on TV, nothing.
Oh, we had the
other-
VHS.
Oh yeah, I mean, they probably did have the movies and everything, but you never saw them anywhere outside of school.
Yeah, I personally
Aside
couldn't,
from,
even if I wanted to see them on TV, I personally never would have had the opportunity because we didn't have, any TV. We had 3 channels and one of them was broken. So, it was either news or some shows, some little kid shows that would eventually turn into a French channel, or the the rainbow fucking barred screen TV screen.
I don't know, when you said rainbow, my mind instantly went to Reading Rainbow.
No. Yeah, it's like the rainbow bars from back in the day.
Yeah,
it wasn't even
no, I
static. It
remember
was just
that.
the broken rainbow bars.
Whatever happened to that?
Better
yeah,
cable connections.
Yeah, it's better. Exactly. The world upgraded.
You remember the show Mighty Machines? Big and mighty machines.
Oh, yeah, my brother-
yeah,
my brothers-
I forgot that even existed.
My brothers watched that shit all the time.
Yeah, there was Mighty Machines and there was How It Was Made on the Discovery Channel
I
in
actually
2009.
kind of liked how it was
I
made.
love watching how it was made. I still watch that show to this fucking day.
I just kind of wish they didn't remake it essentially with a new narrator and everything.
Well,
too.
to be fair,
Like,
they did the same thing to every other kid show. They did it to Dora. They did it to Bob the Builder. They did it to VeggieTales for a short period
that's
of
why
time.
I stopped watching all of that
Yeah,
stuff.
for a short period of time, they redid VeggieTales. The whole animation and everything
yeah,
was
and I
completely
noticed that
redone.
before too.
And
It threw me off.
The ratings were so shitty because no one fucking liked the new style of it that they had to cancel it. I think after like 1 or so episodes. It didn't even get a season.
You ever notice that whenever they do a reboot of a cartoon, when the animation changes, it's always complete shit.
Well, it's always
It-
cheaper.
It looks like the artist took up daytime drinking as a hobby. Like, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Look at Teen Titans with the original animation style, and then look at Teen Titans Go. You'll want to puke in your mouth.
Yeah,
Well,
no, I've seen it.
that was the whole point for Teen Titans Go.
Well,
To make
The
it look
2003 animation for Teen Titans obviously had a lot more budget.
Is it just me or like? So you're gonna hate, I'm gonna get smacked for this. I just know it. It's incoming. But reboot is basically if Butt Ugly Martians had better animation. He's gonna pop me for that.
well, you flinched. I actually never remember watching Butt Ugly Martians because I was watching Reboot.
Oh yeah, I had the worst childhood.
It's like those fucking kids that watch Sky High instead of Spy Kids.
Taylor, them's fighting words.
Yeah,
Spy Kids was way
Fuck-
fucking better.
fuck
Hands
Sky
down with that shit.
High.
Sky High was
still
good.
cringy, but
No,
at the
it's
same
so
time, like,
fucking bad. I never saw it, and then I watched it as an adult, and it's shit.
I'm pretty sure I had the
Well,
first
duh, your
Spy Kids on
expectations
VHS.
are higher as an adult.
Yeah, and then I watched Spy Kids as a fucking kid, and it was still lit as fuck, and it still is to this day.
Better plot too.
Shark
Majorly.
Boy and Lava Girl. That's all I gotta say.
Oh,
Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Shut up. Oh my god.
I'm gonna lose all my friends tonight.
Wait, so did you? So for all those that have seen Spy Kids, did you watch all 3 movies as a child, or did you only see like 1 or 2, and then you saw like the third one like when you were older?
1 and 2 I saw when I was, well, probably between 5 and 10, and then the third one I would say maybe between the ages of 8 and 11 or 12, because, well, I can't really tell much, but I know I was still fairly young, and I thought all 3 of them were just fairly good movies.
Yeah, 3 just gets weird.
It does.
Listen,
but-
I watched all 3 Spy Kids movies in theaters, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And they were all great at the time. I collected a fair amount of the McDonald's toys. I think number 2s were the best. Because you could build like Junie's little robot helper there. What was his name again?
No idea.
Oh god, what was his name?
Yeah.
Ralph,
that's it.
Yeah,
Yes.
Ralph. I had to think for a second. I was just like, I
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
know
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Recalling.
I was thinking of the scene specifically from Spy Kids 2 where Ralph is on Junie's shoulder and he ties the bow for him.
That
and
is
he's like,
I
and
love
he's
that
like,
scene too.
And he's
It's
like,
so cute.
thanks, Ralph. That's the
It's
scene.
adorable.
I was thinking
it's
of that.
adorable.
Since we're going down, kind of a nostalgic boulevard here, do you guys remember Robots?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
Robots.
love Robots. It's such a good
Robots.
fucking movie.
I can't remember the
It's underrated.
It is. It's stupid, and it's got a lot of like really weird sex jokes in it, but it's fucking funny.
Like the making of the child.
This
Yes. It's genius.
This may or may not piss some people off.
Oh my
Bit of a
God.
controversial opinion. With Robots, whatever the name of the character is, the one that was voiced by Robin Williams, he was funnier in that than he was in the genie in Aladdin.
Really, you think so?
Yes. Oh my God. There were moments in that where I was laughing so hard I was crying. And
You are gonna get crucified.
That could also just be a difference in humor, but you're not saying that the genie was bad.
No,
right?
no.
It's just a different.
The genie in Aladdin
specify.
was hilarious. I'm not
Okay.
saying it's not.
There
The
you
Will
go.
Smith
There you
one
go.
sucks.
Oh,
Wait, who?
little
Will
shade
Smith.
to Will Smith there.
Will Smith sucks.
Oh,
I personally love Will Smith, but the movie, the live action, I'm not the biggest fan.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, what wish you want?
Not
What wish you
quite,
want,
but
fam?
still.
That's basically what it is. The entire fucking
This wish-
time.
This wish got real.
But the
Yeah,
Robin Williams,
so good.
Oh my
the
god.
Robin Williams genie was well written. It was very funny. Personally, I think Robin Williams, when he was in Robots, he was more. It was just funny.
He fits really well into the universes that he's placed.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
exactly. Look at anything he's done, and try to find one that's not funny. It's an impossible task.
Well, yeah, even the movies that a lot of people say are dog shit of his, I still think that he's funny in pretty much all of them.
Yeah.
Like,
Even in the more serious ones, like look at Good Will Hunting. There are moments in that where I'm
Yeah.
laughing my ass off because of his performance.
The very first movie
because
that
he's naturally funny.
the very first movie that I realized Robin Williams was in, aside from Aladdin, was Flubber. I
I'm
have
saying.
that
watched
one on
Flubber.
VHS.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, this is so weird, but I love it.
For
Yeah,
me,
I
it's
remember.
a toss-up whether or not I first saw Robin Williams in Flubber or Mrs. Doubtfire.
I never,
Yeah,
I
Mrs.
never
Doubtfire,
watched
too.
Mrs. Doubtfire as a kid. I only saw it when I was a fucking adult.
I loved
Sad
him in
days.
both. I loved him in both of them. The only reason I say it's a toss-up is because I can't quite remember which one I saw first. Because mom watched the hell out of Mrs. Doubtfire, but I know that I had Flubber on tape, and I remember watching that quite a
I
bit.
remember I watched Flubber at school.
Mine actually, I thought it was Flubber, but I actually remember. No, the first movie I remember seeing him in is Jumanji.
I didn't watch Jumanji until I was way fucking older. Maybe like 12 compared to Flubber, where I grew up watching Flubber.
I didn't see Jumanji until I was like 21. Like I didn't
Shit.
have many movies as a kid. It was like a bunch of burned onto a CD fucking Disney films, which half of them didn't work, or half of them had like the last third of the movie cut out. So for like years I thought that was where the movie fucking ended. It just cuts, no credits, and I'm just like, okay, that's how movies work.
Yeah. For my childhood, I grew up watching just so many fucking VHS movies that my mom gave me, and I would watch them, a single one, for a month
Yeah,
straight.
that was me. Oh, that was me when I would go to my grandma's with the movie Spirit.
I loved
Yes.
Spirit.
Simmer, what the fuck is that name? I never
don't
knew.
remember.
And when I was a kid, I was
Spirit.
dyslexic
horse
as
movie.
shit. I didn't
Yes.
know how to say it, so I was like Stallion of the Simina.
Okay, so
I didn't know
Stallion of the Cinnamon.
cinnamon, cinnamon, cinema, or the Cryan. I didn't know how to fucking say it.
Synonym.
Okay, so I know
Synonym.
that I had Spirit, and
Yeah.
it was,
I watched it so much.
for some reason, I can only recall every time I watched it, I would have to go through either Horton Hears a Who or The Grinch Stole Christmas, like the cartoon ones, and
Yeah.
like I don't remember if it was just shared on the same fucking cassette or something, but I had to always find one of those in order to be able to watch that movie.
That's a
I
Cimarron.
remember My
It was
favorite
very
movie
weird.
as a kid was the original Toy Story. I had gone to the theaters with my mom and dad when it had came out, and I remember. You remember when VHS tapes were sold in this hard plastic container
Yeah,
that went all the way around?
Yeah, the cubes.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the weird cubes. I had slept with that
Blockbuster.
as a child. No shit. I slept with the box
Oh.
as a child every single night of the
Yep.
Toy Story VHS, and it got so bad it was falling apart that my dad had to keep it together with duct tape at one point.
my
I
God.
can
God.
distinctly remember that, and
Two-
not to mention, the VHS tape was so bad that at one, I swear to God, I remember at one point. There are scenes in the movie where it's just fuzz because it was just rewound and played hundreds of times over, and I'm surprised it had held up the way it did.
Tapes for VHSs, if you take care of them well, they can last a fucking almost
The
eternity.
machines, on the other hand,
Yeah.
fuck those.
You can find those these days, because I would love to rewatch my old tapes.
I'm honestly considering stealing my mom's because she never uses it, and I kind of want it because it's in like mint condition. The only part of it that doesn't work is the DVD player that's also attached to it. That thing is trash. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer
I have that one.
and the live-action Garfield on VHS.
That one I didn't care so much for.
That's literally what I thought was good quality movies when I was a kid, because we didn't have fuck all for movies. When I was a kid, I legit thought that Garfield was like the greatest thing I've ever seen in CGI ever. Like, because I had no perception of what a good movie was.
And now your opinion?
Oh God, it's shit.
I'm gonna date myself so terribly here. I remember when I was
Just
a kid.
again and again and
I
again.
know. I'm in my 20s and I'm
God.
going on my 90s. Thank you very much. But no, Thunderbirds Are Go. Not the fucking live action thing, but when they had the marionettes from like the 1950s and 60s, I had a neighbor when I was growing up in like my childhood home that he had recorded on a VHS tape and gave it to my mom for Christmas, and I watched that so much it rivaled the condition of my Toy Story cassette.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Really?
Oh.
5, 4,
Not at
3,
all.
2, 1. Thunderbirds are go.
No.
No,
Oh
I
my.
have never seen
No.
that.
I have.
Thank you.
Oh,
You're a man
my-
of refined taste.
My dad was a fan. And actually, this has a funny story. Because you brought up the live action movie. Do you know who directed that?
I have no clue.
Jonathan Franks.
Who the fuck is Jonathan Franks?
Well, I don't know, Tanner. You're a Star Trek fan. Jonathan, maybe I mispronounced the last name. Not Franks. Franks.
I still have the faintest fucking clue. I love
What
the Star
would
Trek.
John Picard, number 2,
Yeah.
who's married to the psychic lady.
I
I got you an autograph of the actor.
Oh, yeah. Number 2, yeah. No, I know what you're talking about now.
Now,
I have always, you've known me for how long? You know damn well that, like, hey, here's one of your favorite movies. Do you know the actor's name?
Yeah.
Do you know the actor's name that played this guy? I'm like, I have no clue.
Bro, you guys have known each other probably the longest here. You should know by now that Tanner's brain is like mashed potatoes when it comes to remembering shit.
It's great.
Yeah, Jonathan Franks, yeah.
Yeah.
I know who he is. I just don't bother to learn their names.
He directed the Thunderbirds movie.
Seriously?
Yes.
What the fuck?
And when I got him to sign your photo,
Yeah.
I asked him about it because my father is a fan of that movie.
Okay, now I'm really interested.
Not
What
the
did he
movie,
say?
not the movie. I meant the show.
Yeah, the show's better. The movie sucked.
His words. Well, the movie was supposed to come out during Christmas, but that summer there was a bunch of big movies coming out. Spider-Man 2, Shrek 2. The studio's like, we gotta push something out. Hey, let's have this movie of a series that a lot of people know. Let's push that out.
Well, clearly a lot of people don't know because me and Jaida have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
Yeah, I am
The
completely lost.
Thunderbirds movie bombed so fucking hard the U.S. added it to their arsenal. I'm sorry, that movie is horrible.
Thunderbirds. Let's see.
Look up the
Oh,
marionettes.
you fucking looking it up.
Spoiler alert, the green ship is the best.
Oh my
Right there.
god.
Yes, the
What?
green ship is the best.
I
I think
have.
it's Virgil's ship. I
We
could be
got
wrong.
really off topic again. Does anyone
Yeah.
realize that shit?
The only two actors I know from this movie.
Well, I mean, tentatively, we were talking about our favorite fandoms, so.
We were talking about our favorite fandoms, and then I asked,
Thunderbirds.
and then I was asking, what everyone's like, if anyone had any opinions about anything spooky, and then you guys got into productions, and then we started talking about nostalgic shit.
To be fair,
I mean,
Thunderbirds.
isn't this
This is
typically
just-
how we go?
Yeah,
Well,
this is
yeah,
how our
exactly. It's like
always
we
go.
can't have a fucking schedule, and this is gonna be hell to edit now because we all have fucking ADHD and we can't fucking think for shit.
Having a defined topic to go off of is like, it's about as pointless as the Emoji Movie was.
Oh my god. Oh, sorry, not ADHD.
It's our starting point.
Yeah.
It's a
It's our
starting
starting
point
point, and then we branch off.
into like weird ass territory.
ADD is what we all
Yes,
fucking have.
ADD. Very good definition.
Or ADHD.
Well, no, ADHD is when you're like super hyperactive, right?
Yeah, that's what I have.
ADHD. Television.
We all just have rank ADD.
Matt, I have to question
That's-
the ADHD at this point because you are so tired all the time, my friend.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
Matt,
do
jingle
not have
keys.
that, man.
Why don't you stop doing these keys, man?
Oh god.
Puffin looks so offended. It's like your ass is in my
Oh yeah,
face.
by the way,
Yeah.
we have the dog down here.
You
She's
farted.
so-
That's a bit much for me.
Oh my god.
She's so cute, just lying there. She's so calm. She's so tired.
Are you
Puffin,
now going to hijack the podcast to talk about your dog, Jaida?
Puffin, do you have anything to say?
She's
Puffin,
adorable.
do you have anything to add? No.
No, she doesn't.
Sniff, sniff, sniff.
Sniff.
Sniff, sniff, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just leave me alone.
Yeah, she's sleeping.
My owners are acting really weird, and I'm scared.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
It's like they're
scared
talking
of
to no one. What's happening?
Are you guys no one?
We're talking to ghosts.
So we're not
Yeah.
talking to each other?
Yeah, we're not talking to each other.
Oh, okay.
We're just schizophrenics in this. We're just a gaggle of schizophrenics locked up in an insane asylum, screaming at the wall and shitting ourselves.
Then why do I still have to go to work?
Because that's part of the fever dream.
Ah!
That's part.
I
That's,
hate it.
that is part of the
Nightmare.
Get me out of here.
That's lame.
There's
Nightmare.
a one-way out, and it's a one-way ticket. 45
Nightmare.
ACP.
The nightmare becomes
You gotta go
reality.
home.
Okay, speaking of nightmares, do we want to talk about spooky stuff?
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to talk about spooky shit because
Ooh,
we've been avoiding
I have
it.
a-
Like
It's
what though?
Halloween.
I have
More
a really good
particular.
recurring nightmare. I have a really scary recurring nightmare.
Oh, okay.
Halloween, spooky.
So one of my recurring nightmares is that I'm stuck in this relatively small brick house with one window, and it's completely foggy outside, almost like the ass crack of night. And all of my friends are walking in the distance, right? They're walking, and I can't get out. There's no door. It's just a brick building, right, with one window. And I try to hit the glass harder and harder to try to bust it, and eventually I break it. But here's the catch: it's bricked in, so I don't know what I saw, even though it's a window. But I break the glass, and then I realize that it's just bricks.
So it's like an illusion through the glass that until you break it, you don't see what's on the other side proper. You think you do, but you
yeah.
don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Then it just shows that you're completely enclosed and you can't escape.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Ooh.
And then here's the worst part, right? There's a single light bulb hanging in the ceiling, and then right when it busts, or right when the glass breaks, the thing busts and I wake up. Like it just pop,
Just bust.
and it's black and I wake up.
I feel like that should mean something, but I'm not an expert on dreams and.
Well, even experts on dreams don't even know what the fuck dreams
Yeah.
are.
I've heard everything between isolationist and you just hate people, all the way to, being by yourself generally scares you, and then the reverse of it, you love being alone and you hate socializing. It's
See, I'm
If
thinking.
you try, it's too much. You're gonna fail.
See, I'm thinking outside the box right now. I think
outside the box.
I think your dream is a subliminal message that you are absolutely petrified of bricks.
Oh man, the cinder blocks are coming, boyos. Yeah,
Just bash your head into it.
Oh god!
cinder blocks, they're my Vietnam.
Instead of headbanging to the music, you headbang to the bricks.
Yeah.
Exactly. But that's interesting.
Tanner sees bricks. He's just like, there's something happening here. What it is
Thanks.
ain't exactly
Sees bricks,
clear.
instant
Now,
Moron.
now we're gonna get copyright strike. Thanks.
I'm doing a cover. Pissed
No,
off.
that doesn't count anymore. YouTube sucks.
Screw you
But
two.
you created YouTube, Taylor.
Yeah, I know, and it sucks. I did a shitty job.
Just because you have a job on a certain platform or in a certain work environment doesn't mean you enjoy it or you like the people. Just like how I don't like my work.
Yeah,
But I
exactly.
still fucking work there and I
For
get
a
paid.
second, I thought you were gonna go off about how you don't like us, and I'm like, wow, I'm happy.
just
to
like,
be
Yes,
here.
I hate all of you.
Yeah, I hate you, and that's why I'm here recording this bullshit.
I mean,
Exactly. And this is why I live with you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Blaming it on your autism a little bit too late there.
Oh.
I never said that. You're the one taking this out of context now.
Putting word-
Hey,
You're
remember,
putting words
it's-
in my mouth.
remember,
Putting
it's
words
not,
in the mouth.
It's not autism that she has. She's artistic. There's a
Artistic.
difference.
Artistic.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah.
she's
Yeah,
the mind.
Yeah, and Asperger's just
You're
means
the
you really
mind.
love
No, you're the
hamburgers.
mind.
Yeah,
No,
you,
you-
really like hamburgers a lot.
Speaking of hamburgers, just gotta say this. Fuck Wendy's. You suck.
Kidding me?
Oh my god!
Well,
man.
there goes our Wendy's sponsors.
That's so random.
Okay, so what happened to you at the Wendy's?
I genuinely.
Who touched you?
Was it Dave?
Oh
There's
my
a
god.
lot of really weird things you can do with a ponytail.
What?
Okay, so what is this? Is this like the
Context.
Wendy's?
Context.
Is
No,
this
I
the
just
Wendy's girl on Twitter or just the food quality?
Well,
Did
the
she
person on
burn
Twitter's
you?
a bitch, but I just genuinely hate Wendy's. like Wendy's.
Hey guys, do you want to order Wendy's tonight?
Oh my
Wendy's
God.
Wendy's is a poor man's White Castle. You can fucking fight me on that.
Oh my god! Actually, you know what?
I'm gonna piss off so many Americans
I
by saying that.
I had White Castle once. I had it once, and I swear to God, it reminded me actually of like the very first, like nostalgically kind of in a way, because I'd only been to the Wendy's once, and it kind of made me think of that. Like, because I only had White Castle once, and it was like when I was, I don't know, like 18 or 19. So
because of the fact that I haven't been to Wendy's like before that for like years, I had no idea what it was like, and I think back in the day it was shit. So it made me think of that as well. But no, I've been to Wendy's like after that, and I was like, okay, well, it's not horrible, but I would rather go to McDonald's.
I completely forgot White Castle existed.
Yeah,
I've never been there.
Well,
but
White Castle is American.
just like
You have 3 tubs.
Jubilee.
Jollibee, but for dyslexic people's Jubilee.
Yeah, Jubilee.
To quote John Tron on Wendy's, "Oh, why do you have 3 barrels of a hydrochloric acid in here? This is a Wendy's."
This is a Wendy's.
God.
Because fuck your guts.
Oh my god.
That sounds like a really good Cannibal Corpse song title. I'm just saying.
A really
You
good
know,
cannibal
Paul
themed
Mazurkiewicz.
restaurant.
If you ever hear this,
That's
use that
making
as
me
a
think
song.
of Corpse Husband now.
Yeah, exactly.
I fucking love this guy.
Wait,
How
Corpse-
many fucking
Corpse Bride?
No, Corpse
No.
Husband. He's an
He's a
YouTuber.
Yeah, like
I
how
fucking
many,
love his shit.
how many fucking YouTubers have we referenced already? Like probably like 30.
Well, we
I
live
also-
off of YouTube,
Yeah.
apparently.
Well, that's where I get all my
Evanova,
news.
Jen Sarai. What are the other ones?
Little
Jen Sarai.
Karibo.
Antoine Bandelet.
Antoine Bandelet.
I was just-
Shout outs to you guys.
yeah,
Ready for?
I
I was just
also-
watching Corpse has been playing Among Us earlier today with his live stream, and I didn't get to watch all of it, and I'm so sad.
I was just like to mention 20 minutes ago, Taylor's like, I think we're gonna probably end it. You guys
No,
ain't-
that was Tanner that said that.
Oh,
Wait, what did I say?
Well, and we also are yet failing
Thinking-
yet again to talk about spooky.
Yeah, thinking,
Yeah.
oh, let's end it here, and then I want to talk about spooky shit, and then everyone's talking about anything but spooky shit.
Because this is how we fall.
Well, it's like you talked about your nightmare, and I was just like, yay, we're getting into spooky shit, and then suddenly we're talking about fucking Wendy's.
That's how Tanner
Wendy's
falls.
just-
Spooky.
Yeah, so, you know what? Someone could have a fear of Wendy's.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Wendy's isn't that scary. It's the parking lot that's fucking scary.
I feel like the Wendy's chick is just like Ronald McDonald after a botched sex change.
Oh.
That's just making me think
Holy
of that
shit.
2 weeks when we first moved to Taylor, what all the shit you and I had witnessed. Especially the dead body in Walmart parking
Wait,
lot.
what? You got okay, story
Yeah, okay.
time. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Okay, so me
Didn't I
and
tell you this?
Okay, so me and Jaida went to Walmart one day, and
It was a little early evening.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was like around maybe 4 o'clock, I think. It was
Mhm.
right when the traffic would have been starting to kind of pick up to
Mhm.
go because people are finishing work, and we were heading to Walmart. And while we were at fucking Walmart, I noticed cop cars, and you were the one driving, so I was just like, "Hey, Jaida, there's cop cars here. Maybe we'll see something." And Jaida was just like, "Oh, okay, I see them." So we drove by, and just as we were driving by, I saw at the corner of my eye, I just see like a white kind of rectangle on the ground.
A
And I
white
was-
sheet.
Yeah, it looked like
Yeah.
a white sheet, and I was just like, "Holy fuck! I think I just saw a body." And at first, I was like, maybe my mind's playing tricks on me because it was just so brief.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "Okay, we're gonna circle around. We're gonna go over there. We're gonna go investigate."
I was going around, and we parked as close as we could without being very conspicuous.
Noticeable. And we saw like it was 3 patrol cars parked all around, and we parked ahead of one of them just enough so that we could see the sheet on the ground, and there was a fucking body on the ground under the fucking white sheet, and all the fucking police officers are just kind of standing around drinking coffee, just chatting away like it's a fucking normal fucking Wednesday.
Yeah, we were just sitting in the car watching all this.
We were
It's
just like, what
oh
the
my god, this
There's
is
a dead
nuts.
body on the ground.
Taylor, watch your fucking mouth.
I know. And the thing that just confused the fuck out of me was just the fact that the police officers were so goddamn nonchalant. Like, they were literally sitting around laughing and
As
cracking
if there
jokes
wasn't
and
just
stuff.
a dead body on the ground that
Yeah.
they were trying to keep for the public eye.
There was an event not that long ago that had made the news that was quite, scary. It was something that could have went up Schitt's Creek without a paddle, and Nathan and I had heard about it. And what was our brilliant idea? Hey, let's get a little bit closer. Let's investigate this. If shit hits the fan,
Yeah.
we'll wind up on the Saturday night news. But
That was not my aspiration with that at
that
all.
was mine.
That was Tanner.
You mean like the bomb threat?
Again, it was just morbid curiosity. I had no inklings of fame and getting to be the jackass talking on the news.
Oh no,
Yeah.
that's just Tanner in a
Well,
nutshell.
Yeah.
I like explosions.
Well, because bad shit happens like every single day, and it just always happens to be just so fucking surprising when you see it like actually in person, face to face. Like
you just almost can't look away. It's like with car accidents.
Well, it also just reminds me of like a couple of times like I think probably about maybe 2 years ago, like back when I was still friends with Jess. She was still living in Regina at the time, and at her old place, she was basically in the hood, and at her old place, there was right in front of the street at like, apparently it happened at like 5 a.m, but she left her house for 7 because she was working like a bunch of jobs at the time, and as soon as she walked out of her house, she just saw instantly a body lying in the street. And instantly she was like, oh my god, maybe it's like somebody like fainted or whatever, I should go help them. And as soon as she was like 10 feet from them, she stopped dead in her tracks and she just went white because there was just a pool of blood all around the guy. And apparently he'd just been stabbed at like 5 a.m. for no reason.
You know what, it comes across like seeing gruesome scenes, like not car accidents because it's obvious, oh, there's 2 cars that are crunched, it's a car wreck, right?
Yeah.
If you just see someone lying on the ground, it's worst case scenario. And honestly,
especially if it's like in the street.
Yeah, no, like your mind will instantly go to, and you'll probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Most of our listeners will know this too. Your mind instantly goes to worst case scenario. But if you're ever with somebody else, it's just like, you want to see the corpse, you want to see the dead body, but you say out loud, oh, I hope that person fainted, I hope they're sleeping. When in reality, you hope for the worst for that brief moment in time. That freaks you out.
Dude, to be fair, I think it might just be us, but when me and Jaida saw that body, we were instantly like, holy fuck, there's a dead body. We gotta go see it. Yeah. Like, we were freaking out. We were like, not even in like a scared way. We were freaking out excited. Like, we wanted to go and fucking see it, but that's just because we're morbid as shit.
We are.
You know what would be a vacation for you two? Going to the body farm.
Oh my
fuck. Do you know what the body farm is?
I know what the body farm is. I actually watched a video just like a few weeks back where somebody was talking about it.
So for those
of you that
don't know what the body farm is, it's you can donate your body to science, and they basically just throw it in a ditch in a field that only police officers and medical staff can go to view the different stages of decomposition, and it actually does help solve crimes.
Well, yeah, because everyone's bodies are different in their own way, and some people might have been like severe alcoholics, or some people might have had like a physical disability or a mental disability, and all their bodies decompose in a different fucking way at different speeds, even if they're all in the same temperatures and shit, and it's because of that different like composition that everyone has. And I was like, oh, that's so cool.
So it's the state of corpses is kind of fascinating to certain people because they're also fascinated with the state after somebody dies.
Yeah.
Of course, so...
like, I was always like that as a kid, too. And I even expressed that to my parents, which normally if a kid did that, especially when they're like 13, 14, their parents would instantly think that they're fucking insane and should be in a fucking insane asylum because they want to look at dead body parts and shit. But when I told my parents this, or more specifically my mom, like, I never told my fucking dad, but when I told my mom this, she actually didn't freak out. Like, I thought she would have. It was one of the few things that she didn't actually get, like, freaked out about. But I told her that, and she was like, oh, well, you should become, like, a nurse or a scientist or something. Yeah, and it's something I actually genuinely considered when I was in, like, late high school, but the problem was that even to this day, people still tell me I should go into, like, nursing or something because I genuinely am super interested in that kind of science. It's just, my brain is garbage, and I can't remember scientific terms or any kind of terms for shit. I just call, like, there's the thing, go over to the thing, take that thing, and put it in the thing. Like,
it's certain pieces of that kind of science that you find interesting.
It's like I could memorize where everything is probably inside and out. I just can't remember the names of anything. So if I were to have to like operate or like take apart, like say something like that, like if I were one of those people that has to like inspect dead bodies and I have to like open up a certain area or something. Yeah, exactly. If I was one of them and I had to do something specific, I would not know the terms. And the person helping me would probably be like, what the fuck are you talking
Yeah,
about?
you would be capable of doing an autopsy to the
No.
full
Yeah.
extent.
There seems to be severe damage to the trachea and the femoral artery. Why are you looking at their feet?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like, okay, they tell me some super specific, like, scientific shit about, like, maybe going into their stomach, and I'm like, they're looking at their eyeball. Like,
I don't think it's. I think it's when they start using the actual technical terms of the body as like
Yeah.
tibia, fibia, femoral artery.
yeah, and
cerebral
see,
cortex,
meanwhile,
you know.
that's my grandma, because she was a nurse, like, old school nurse, way back in the day, so she had to memorize that entire
Textbook.
goddamn fucking textbook that's, like, literally 6 inches thick.
You
She
could use-
memorized the whole fucking thing, so she knows the body inside and fucking out. And since science has really not changed for the human body ever,
Aside from new studies and everything.
new
naturally, but-
studies on basically the brain, and sometimes with like more illnesses and physical disabilities. Other than that, nothing's really changed. Like terms for stuff has never
Yeah.
changed.
Yeah,
It's kind of like how.
they're not gonna Me Too the fucking skull anytime soon.
No.
Oh my
I
god!
mean,
Don't even.
like for take autism. It's come up a couple of times because some
Yeah.
of us actually have it.
I'm pretty sure all of us have it.
Some
Before
function
they
better
didn't
than
have
others.
as many cases or noted cases as they do now because they didn't know how to actually tell who had what and how to differentiate a certain illnesses or disorders they do
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
So with the sudden influx of it, suddenly, the vaccines cause autism.
Everyone has autism.
Everyone's
Oh my
autistic.
God. Oh wait, I have another idea for conspiracies that we can make up. Planes and jets, fuels cause autism.
Oh my god. For a second I thought you were gonna say that I was gonna round robin back to the Veggie Tales started Asperger's.
Not you.
No. I'm
No.
more like Caillou is an excuse to beat your kids.
To be fair, any fucking kid that grew up on Caillou grew up to be really fucked up.
And
So
My brothers and sisters watched Caillou.
yeah, and
Oh,
look
no.
how they turned out.
Watch Caillou as an adult.
What do you mean?
And if you
Dun dun.
Oh no.
Cliffhanger.
if you never wanted to drop kick that little fucker, you're a liar.
Caillou's a bitch. I fucking
I
him.
hate the
I
opening
hate him.
theme. I hate it to like such an extent that I want
God.
to pull his own fucking ears out and shove it in his mouth so he does not talk anymore and can't
Oh
hear
my
himself.
God.
Caillou is basically just a sentient version of Agent Orange.
We're very violent towards children.
Certain children.
Certain children.
Specific children.
Some children are amazing.
Animated
beautiful.
children.
Wait. So we're not hitting kids?
I think
No,
that
we
might be
it.
it.
Shouldn't be. That might be bad.
That might be a good
Yeah,
time for us.
Disclaimer: we do not beat children.
I think Matt wants to finish this.
I think Matt needs to go to sleep.
He's a tired.
Is it Pat your best time? Wait.
What the fuck did you say?
I think I had a stroke.
Did you? Is it past your bedtime? Is that what you
I
said?
think I said it was at past your sped time. Fuck, I did it again.
Fucking dyslexic.
Yeah, fucking
Dyslexia.
sped.
Yeah, no, right? Holy
Jesus.
shit.
Jesus Christ.
Who's some more drunk? You or I?
I'm sober.
No, you're not.
Is he ever though?
No.
Yes?
No.
I don't have a problem yet.
Yet.
Yeah, yet.
Yeah, yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
2020 is going to be the cause of my liver shutting down.
Tanner, we're in 2020 already.
I know that.
Yeah, but we
Oh,
still have
fuck.
a few more. We still have a few more months.
My liver's holding out.
Yeah.
January 1st, he drops dead.
Yeah,
Calling it.
No, 30.
It's going to go off like an Irish car bomb. Just wait.
Oof.
Because it's
December
the name of the drink.
31st.
Oh, Taylor, look at us, another corpse.
Oh my god, look! Pictures.
How
Hashtag
did he
it.
die?
Instagram.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no
you-
kidding.
You're a nurse
This is
looking at
what
my
he
legs.
would've
Oh my god,
wanted.
those veins.
Yeah. He wants to be internet famous. Oh my god. That's so stupid.
I'm gonna wake up naked on the roof of a Wendy's.
No, you're dead. You can't wake up though.
We are all examples of how the school system desensitizes a person.
Yeah, but to be fair, all of us except for one were small town schools, which are literally the worst schools you could possibly fucking
I think
go
you're
to.
singling me out here.
Yeah, you went to a city school.
Yes,
city
but
kid.
it wasn't the greatest thing either.
Well, I know, but yours was way better than ours.
Hey, to be fair, we
We
were
were
very much alike when we were in high school.
We were basically in the ghetto.
we were both like very edgy misanthropes.
Well, yeah.
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 Wait, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
Like those two.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Yeah, no, you were fine. You were the stereotype.
Yeah, this
I
is
came
why I'm
from a
so
small
goth. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I read books in the library, and I go to class, and I make sure that I'm on time.
Yeah, like right now.
I did too, but that didn't mean I liked it.
Yeah, like I'm wearing
yeah.
camo pants.
You're rebellious as fuck.
I pretty much read during all my
once.
classes. That's why my grades are so shitty.
I'm
Yeah.
1 second
Yeah, I
late.
do not look like I came from a farming town. I'm wearing camo print shirt. I'm wearing camo print pants and a Necrot t-shirt. They're in a death metal band. Like, no.
Yeah, exactly. And if we're talking this now, like, just go back in time and what you looked like then.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Back in high school.
I was pretty.
I see the
It was legit.
I know. I looked like if Henrietta from South Park was a dude.
Oh my fuck.
A really chunky metal goth dude.
Yes, exactly. Oh my god, that's iconic.
It's iconic.
Yes, that's iconic. To be
Somebody
fair,
needs to get on this now.
It was just like the thing that I thought was actually kind of interesting because at the time, before I met your guys' like friends group back in high school, before I knew any of you, it was like there was a part of me because I was really, really small town. I'd never seen anyone that looked like you, so I was just like there was a part of me that was actually like genuinely scared to like even look at you because I was worried that you might kill me. And then there was another part of me that was like, that guy is actually like kind of cool just because he's the only person who dresses like that. He's the only one who stands out and he seems to not give a shit.
Oh no, I didn't care.
Yeah.
I've always had no filter.
Oh yeah, no, and the school knew that.
The school hated. But what the thing they didn't understand was like, I was also the same kind of person that goes, hey, if I know that person A doesn't like hearing jokes about a very specific subject for a damn good reason,
Yeah.
I will not name drop this. One
Yeah.
of my friends had been sexually abused when she was young. I never make those jokes around her.
Yeah.
Because it's the right thing to do.
Absolutely.
But
That's what a good human
now
does.
everybody in this room has a messed up sense of humor to one degree or another. I know where the line in the sand is.
Yeah.
Even I have no filter, but I would say I have a respectful filter.
Well, and even
You
You
have
know?
you have a restraint for people's personal
personal
traumas and opinions and
stories
everything.
and
Like
stuff.
if they can't handle something and it's for a good reason, then you know how to hold back and how to respect it.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is that even if you aren't aware of something, if you do cross that line, we're all friends, so we would make you aware of the fact, like, hey, dude, I didn't like that. So
Yeah.
then you're aware of it.
So then
and
you're not a snowflake.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly,
Over it.
exactly.
Snowflake.
Yeah, but if one thing that pisses me off is when people go like, "Oh, I find this offensive," and I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Did something happen? Like, why do you find it offensive?" And they go, "Oh, no reason. I just think that's offensive." Like, some people don't like.
That's their personal morals.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
but what pisses me off is like they're getting offended on the behalf of someone else.
Yeah.
I hate that,
That
shit. That's
is-
literally what fucking flamed the fire of Me Too.
Yeah, it's like that.
Just, I'm offended for you, and
Yeah.
I'm just like,
That's infinitely more offensive than what you said to begin with.
Yeah,
I
Because
prefer
what's-
sympathizing
Exactly.
than
you're looking at this person and going, "You're not smart enough to understand that this is offensive." Like, you fucking bitch.
Yeah,
treating them
exactly.
as a continuous victim
That's
instead of
what I
actually
fucking
helping
said.
them is not helping them.
If you want to know the pitch perfect definition of real world horror, look up Albert Fish.
oh god,
Oh my God.
don't even. I know
Albert Fish,
Albert
Charles Manson,
John Wayne Gacy, Ted
Jeff-
Bundy,
Jeffrey Dahmer,
Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah.
Mr. Dahmer.
Oh my god.
H.H. Holmes though. H.H. Holmes was creative.
Oh, Chris Watts.
Yes,
Oh
he's
my
still fucking
fucking
going
God.
on the media
What a
right now.
piece of shit.
He is.
Wait, who's
Oh
the
my
the,
God.
the little snippet we saw in her video when she was talking about Tim for Stephanie Harlow,
Yeah.
he had killed his 2 daughters and his wife. And he had pretended as though he was actually worried about their
Like
their state because they had disappeared. He
They're
told the media
disappeared.
he was worried. He wanted to find them. He wished anybody to tell or come up with information so he can find his family again.
Yeah.
But no, he actually is the one who killed them.
And he killed them literally because he was too lazy to get a divorce and he wanted to start a new life.
Yeah, he didn't want to have any ties with them because otherwise he would have to pay child support or
So
keep in
instead,
contact
he
with
thought
them.
the easier way out would just be murder his whole fucking family.
And he's got fucking fans.
Yeah, he has legit fans, just like every other fucking killer on the face of the earth.
Yeah,
What
those
the fuck?
just like the true
Yeah.
the true crime people. I mean, I like true crime, but there are fucking psychos apart.
Oh my god!
Of
Don't
the
even
true
get me-
crimes.
The true crime community is scary.
Like they fucking ship fucking serial killers
serial
like
killers,
Ted
yeah.
Bundy and Jeffrey Dahmer together.
Yeah,
They
it's
make
fucking
fan art over
It's fucking
it.
creepy. It's literally Tumblr, but on like fucking steroids.
Tumblr and 4chan had a baby.
Yeah, and it's on steroids.
Yes.
Like it's crazy. It's scary fucking shit
Mhm.
because it's like a lot of the true crime cases, like all those, just literally you can name a dozen, and it's like not even close to how many there actually are. It's scary because it's all real world shit that actually fucking happened, and it's just like sometimes it takes a moment to just fathom, like, is this real or did somebody make this up? It's like, no, that really fucking happened. There's police reports, there's evidence. The person's fucking dead now, probably.
There are confessions.
Or like in their confessions, they're living another life because they never got convicted, say, or they're on death row.
Just like that one woman. I can't remember her name. I think it was like Tiffany and her husband Paul something. I can never like always remember proper names, especially if they're like a little more complex with the spelling and stuff.
Yeah.
Like she and her husband committed so many murders and rapes and recorded all of them, and they started with her little sister Tammy.
Oh
I think I know what you're talking about.
That's horrifying.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And she got a lighter sentence because she said that she was forced into it despite all the evidence of there being on the tapes of her partaking in everything. And she is now out of jail. For years she has been. She changed her name. She now has a family of her own.
People like that should just be dragged into the streets and shot. They don't deserve jail. Jail's nice compared to what most people want to do.
Well, and the thing is that in like say with watching somebody like I know that's Stephanie Harlow has talked about it, and, but also more specifically Bailey Sarian has talked about it several times because both of them are American as far as my understanding goes.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, or maybe Bailey is American and Stephanie is Canadian. I can't. I don't know.
I'm not sure of their nationalities,
But I know
even
for
still.
sure that Bailey is American because she talks about it a lot, and she talks in great length about the difference between the justice systems between America and Canada. Because from her point of view, as being an outsider of Canada, seems that we don't have nearly as many cases as the States do for like horrible shit like this happening.
But she
but
said
when
that we're a little more lax than the Americans
yeah,
are.
but when we do, sometimes our cases are so fucked up that even the States, if it was there, they wouldn't even know what to fucking do with it.
Like that, wasn't it a Chinese guy who
The
had,
Greyhound- the Greyhound bus?
The guy
yeah.
he cut his head off on the bus and just started eating pieces of
He
it.
started
Yeah.
eating his organs and shit.
That
Yeah.
guy was he was released not that long ago, like 2-3 years ago, I think.
Yeah,
He was,
no, it was. I think it was even sooner than that. He didn't get any jail time.
No,
he was sent to a rehabilitation center. He was released early on good behavior, and then he changed his name, and now he lives a new life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm sorry. People that pull that shit, they deserve nothing but a life behind bars.
Well, and the thing is that she said that she liked the idea of, like, I think Canada's justice system because we actually try to fix people mentally, whereas America, they just throw them in jail because they don't have any kind of healthcare system for mental illness. They don't. And that's the one thing I will say and agree with, but the problem with that is that we are way too lax on people with these kinds of cases.
They need to do regular updates
You're so
with said
fucked
person.
up.
Otherwise, they're just going to revert back to their old ways, and it's just going to get worse and worse for the
And it's like
community
the
and
same
for that
thing.
person.
I just watched her cover one of the cases. She did it a while ago. It was background noise, but then it caught my attention. I wanted to rewatch it again of a case that happened a few years ago. Or more than a few years ago. It was like 2006, and it happened in Medicine Hat of Canada. convicting the, to this date, youngest murdering person.
Youngest killer.
The youngest killer in Canadian history. Her name was Jasmine, and she murdered her family. And she was 12 when
I
she
think
did
I
it.
remember about this. Didn't her like meth addicted boyfriend help them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he killed the parents, and then all of this was planned ahead of time, and he was like
It was premeditated.
He was 23,
Yeah.
and she was 12. So already that is really fucked up. And I don't know why the parents. Well, I understand that maybe they didn't know what was going on. Like I was aware of the fact that like she was lying to them for months.
There's no way to get their side, of course, now.
Well, yeah, exactly. And by the time that they found out what was going on, it was far past too late, and they had already made the plan to kill her whole fucking family, or at least her parents, at the very least. And he killed them. And then when he came upstairs to like her brother's room, she was in there with him, and she was like covering his ears, like protecting him from like the noises or whatever. And then she ended up being the one to kill her own fucking brother, and she made it even more personal by slitting his throat. So when the police found him, they knew it was personal, and that's how they were able to figure out it was her.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, the problem with the Canadian legal system is, like you were saying, it's far too lenient. Where the United States gets it right is that they understand, hey, some people can be rehabilitated and come out the side a better person than they went in.
Yeah.
But there are some people that trying to rehabilitate them is like trying to kick water up a hill. It's fucking pointless.
Yeah. And the thing is,
And Canada does not understand that as much as the States do.
No.
I would love to see some of these little fuckers rot for the rest of their life. But they don't. They get released early, they get special treatment.
the thing I don't understand is that, like, there's a lot of fucked up cases in history throughout the U.S., but it seems like a ton of fucked up cases just happen in Canada and no one talks about it.
Yeah.
Like,
It's always brushed under the rug.
well, yeah,
It's
because
like
the
that
media
joke. Canada
doesn't want to
burns
talk
and
about
no one
it.
says anything.
The news doesn't want to talk about it, and they always lighten everything for some fucking reason. So, like, say a fucking toddler gets murdered and their throat gets slit, they will say in the news that the kid was shot.
Yeah,
Because it's less graphic.
Didn't we have, in our town here, have a few cases where, a toddler, a 1-year-old, a 3-year-old, were fucking killed by an, or assaulted,
Yeah.
and you don't hear any about that on the news. You just hear that
just-
maybe on Reddit or just glancing through little
it's on the
articles
news,
here,
but the thing is that it's only briefly posted to the news, and then they never update it ever again.
Yeah.
So then you never hear about the story ever again, and the people just go on their merry way. Thankfully, with one of the latest cases that happened that I know of, because I personally know the person who actually was involved in it, he was declared in court, actually, not guilty, but his fucking girlfriend, piece of shit human, was declared guilty, and she was sent to fucking jail, and I think she's gonna be in jail for like 15 to 25 years.
What has she done?
For killing a kid?
Yeah, she killed her 1-year-old.
Yeah, no, they should slap on a few more zeros.
She apparently bludgeoned the kid's head by beating it, and then she threw it out the window from 2 stories up.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What Canada needs
It's
for
Sanity is
Fuck
not here.
off.
For
And
stuff like that, if you're getting
Yeah.
15 years, I'm sorry, but those judges should lose their position. People
Isn't
like
it
that,
also the jury, though, that also...
the jury don't do shit.
no, they don't.
They don't do shit.
For stuff like that, they don't deserve to see the light of day. I honestly, this might sound cruel and unusual, I don't care.
Yeah.
Put them in a cell, turn the water off, and let them rot.
Yeah.
Never let them out. Let them die of malnourishment.
Some
I
of
don't
them
give
really
a
do
shit.
deserve it. It's morbid.
It's
too,
hard
'cause
to
think about,
forgive people
the
like
people
that.
who kill should deserve to death as well, and then we end up being the killers. But sometimes it's well deserved, really well deserved. Otherwise, if they were left or allowed back in the public, who knows how many more deaths could ensue because of that one person.
That's a hardcore false equivalency to people that say, like, oh, you're just as bad as the murderers if you support the fuck off.
I also want to point out one other thing, too, that Canadian news seems to cover way more than, like say a little kid dies or something like that, or they have to put out, like, an Amber Alert or something. They give more news coverage, it seems, to, like, animals dying than fucking humans.
Yeah, so go fuck humanity.
Yeah.
Well,
Who cares
and it's
about
like, and
people?
it's like, truth being told, I love animals than I do people. There's
Yeah.
no lie about that. But that doesn't mean that you put that in the fucking news.
Yeah, no.
Like, that just seems stupid.
There could be an explosion on a school bus. You'll hear about it once, and then the next story in the next 32 days is just, do you know how many tunas died from Snicker wrappers? Like, what the fuck are you on about?
Like, if it's
Yeah.
about kids or people who are innocent and can actually do things for themselves yet, then of course I'm going to be concerned because they still have they could have had a life in front of them where they could have made good decisions and had just a nice, innocent, moral, humble bringing, but they didn't even get that chance because somebody decided to take that away from them.
Well, yeah, exactly. Just like with the fucking cases that have been happening around here. Which, I mean, is whatever because it's not just fucking here. It's literally everywhere in Canada. Especially in the West Coast. Oh my god. So many fucking cases happen out there of just kids going missing or kids getting killed and no one fucking cares.
Yeah.
Like, everyone hears about it, they're like, oh, so sad. And then they go on their merry way. And that's probably the scariest part of it all. Not even the fact that the murderer might be still out there. Not even the fact that the kid got murdered. It's the fact that no one cares.
The East is more important than the West in Canada.
Which is funny because one of my friends from one of my Star Trek Online guilds, he said, the East Coast is pretentious, the West Coast is violent, and the prairies are indifferent. Am I wrong?
Yeah. I would say that maybe back in like 2010 that would have been the case, but I feel like now I would say prairies are more leaning towards
Violence and indifference.
And then the West Coast is less violence and more just drug overdoses and just taking naps.
like in Vancouver.
Yeah, taking dirt naps.
Yeah.
Because literally everyone is ODing out there.
Mm-hmm.
The world burns and no one's... the world is burning, but no one gives a shit.
Yeah, literally in some places.
Yeah.
Look at where the world has come. You wouldn't be surprised if we were to all fucking drop dead in the next, like, 48
Every single
hours.
day is just Halloween on the worst possible moments.
Well, yeah, it's just like... It's so morbid, but like, yeah, I think this Halloween is going to be the spookiest just because of all the bullshit that's been happening this year alone.
47 plane crashes
with
and
a
a
certain
partridge in a pear tree.
disease going around, which we don't really want to say because otherwise we're going to get fucking
Banned.
Banned from the internet.
because that's what's for fucking I don't know what reason. Like, what's the point? People need to know what the issue is and discuss it because
the thing that I don't understand is
like
official news stations can get away with saying it, so why the fuck can't like journalists say it or like just people reporting on YouTube? Like why the
or
fuck
people
can't
saying,
they say
"Oh,
it?
be careful out there because of such and
like
such
even people
plague going about
advocating for it, like saying wear masks and like wash your hands, like people like actually being serious and wanting to educate kids and young people and adults.
Oh, they don't want to make a rise though.
Yeah, it's just like why can't I don't know? It's fucking stupid.
You can call it the Black Plague, and no one bats an eye. The moment you drop the name, everyone loses their shit.
It's Black Plague 2.0.
Yeah,
pretty much. Well, actually, maybe
Black
not.
Plague 2, Electric Boogaloo.
That's what Nathan calls it.
Really?
Yeah, I think you've said that a couple
It's
times.
It's probably not as severe as the Black Plague, considering how
well we have science and medicine
and how people can actually get recover from it.
Yeah, wasn't it with the Black Plague that literally people would just die and
they
people
would
have to
dead.
like everyone had to just like walk around bodies like it was that bad.
It was
yeah
horrendous, and it was all because of those rats.
All them big old rats.
Good thing we have exterminators.
Are
You got to check for the fleas.
I feel like all those rats just moved to New York City.
like,
and then they
just
grew
up and
legs and became people.
They up and relocated. Oh my god.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. They didn't go to New York. They came to Quebec.
Oh.
Fuck
You
Quebec.
got a little salt.
You're a salty boy.
Yeah. I'm not gonna fight that. Yeah. I thought for a second like I could wiggle out. No, I can't wiggle out of this. Fuck no.
No, it's too true. He can't deny it.
Well, super spooky, scary topics, very morbid.
You ever notice that no matter where you go, no matter whose house you visit, you always find salt, but they never use it?
Oh my god.
Just a random observation, you know?
That can be brought into different contexts as well.
How?
What do you mean, how?
It's salt, table salt.
I'm talking about other salt, too.
She's talking about you and your salty bitch ass.
Mainly about Wendy's.
I'm so confused.
Wendy's.
I think I might have dementia. I'm so fucking confused right now.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, oh my
Never
god.
mind.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just.
You can just
rewind
live
the
as you
tape.
are right now, and I don't think it'll affect you too much.
A half retarded parakeet?
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck you.
You're the one who said it.
Alright, is there any other spooky tales that we want to discuss? Because most of it has just been about how the
World's on fire.
Yeah, the world's on fire.
It's serial killers.
and the-
and corpses.
And the justice system
And
is
Wendy's.
failing Canada.
And Wendy's.
Yeah,
Sponsored by
Wendy's.
Burger King.
Oh my god, the spookiest thing of all, Wendy's.
They don't know this yet.
Their baconator is
They don't
so
know that they have
scary.
the
Delicious.
benefit of being our sponsor.
A lot of
just
people
like
have our support. Come on. Please, help us out.
Actually, no, if anything, we're just gonna get banned immediately for everything we discussed.
Yeah,
today.
probably.
Because we have random bullshit conversations. A lot of them are just either morbid, very insensitive, and completely unfiltered. And I don't want to edit this because
But
it's
to be
gonna
honest, I
fucking
kind of prefer
nightmare.
talking to people on this length. 'Cause
like
it's,
unfiltered.
it's
'cause-
this is the way some people cope, and if you can actually accept this kind of humor and this discussion and not suddenly
not be
feel-
grow as a person.
Well,
yeah,
and
if
plus-
you don't get salty or offended so easily, you can accept so much and actually understand so much more.
in the world.
Yeah,
Yes.
you don't have to lie on a bed for $200 an hour talking to some awkward German guy. Tell me about your father, you know.
Oh my god!
This is the psychologist.
Stop.
I-
Fight, yeah.
I was just about to say I would laugh so hard if the reason we are banned is because of our Wendy's hate. Well, Tanner's
that would
Wendy's
This
actually
is
hate.
all Tanner's fault.
That'd be really fucking funny.
Wendy's
be.
just hits all of our houses with an ICBM.
Also, Matt,
Just on Twitter, it's like, oh, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Nathan and I aren't serial killer talkers.
that's a term.
Serial talker.
Serial talkers.
We can talk about cereals.
Super cereal.
Super cereal.
Rice Krispies with a mouth.
I got my Raisin Bran.
This is cereal talkers.
I got my Raisin Bran.
Fuck your raisin bran.
Don't talk shit about
Uncultured
those.
swine.
Don't talk shit about Total.
That's a blast to the YouTube past.
Oh my god, I love that shit, man. Oh fuck. Okay, I think we're getting too tired and too stupid. Should we end this?
Yeah. We're also
This
hungry.
was fun though.
Yeah.
This was.
All right.
The editing process is gonna be great.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna.
it's gonna
I
be
feel.
a rank.
I'm
bitch.
sorry, Taylor.
Yeah, I'm gonna shit my pants doing this. Okay.
Okay, all right. So
Everybody, give praise to Taylor.
Yay.
Now she'll need this energy.
everyone, lend her your energy.
Don't spirit bomb my house.
Spirit bomb his house.
No promises.
You know, when we were all doing that, it looked really awkward.
Tanner!
I'm really glad there's no
That was
video.
you!
Why doing
that? Oh my god!
Fucking do it.
That's because of you!
I was the last person to raise my hand.
Dipshit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening tonight. This is It's So Bad It's Good, signing off.
Welcome to the first episode of It.
Oh my god!
That is a perfect delivery.
Taylor,
Save that
save
as a
that.
blooper reel
I
for
was
the end.
yes.
No, no.
My thoughts exactly.
That's how you're gonna describe the show.
That'll be the blooper reel at the very end of the video.
Okay, just